Okay, a few people have been asking me about my setup when I'm streaming, and I'd like to share that with you guys if you are interested in checking that out. So, what I have for you right here in front of me is my rig. It's on a table right now, so I can show you. And I have my computer, and yeah, let's just go through this. So I'm going to flip the camera around. So the heart of the operation is my little iPad. Inside my iPad, I have a program called Audiobus, and the Audiobus is set up to communicate with my Bluetooth Midi devices, and so I'm sending the signal from Onsong to all of my items. Ooh, focus! All of my items in my thingy, and then I'm sending signals from my MC8 to all of my thingies, and then I'm sending stuff from my Beat Buddy, which is basically the tempo. I'm sending that to my Voicelive 3, and that's basically the setup that I'm using on the Audiobus. Now we'll go back to the Onsong, and inside on my pedalboard, I have a Helix, HX Stomp from Line6. I've set it up for my acoustic guitar right now. It allows me to have a bass on the lower string, so I'm getting an octave down on my two bass strings, my E and my A string. I have a 12-string setup here as well, and then I can bypass it. What I do here is I send the signal. Always, my signal is going over to the Voicelive 3 right over here, which will take and translate the vocals, so I have harmonies, because I wanted to have the sound coming from the guitar into the Voicelive, but I don't want the sound from the Voicelive to be coming through the HX Stomp all the time, because the Voicelive does produce a little bit of a hum. So what I do is I have a send. I can show it to you here. I'll scroll around on this little thing here. So I have a send on my left channel, and then I can activate the return by pushing this button. So when I'm using my looper, oops, some touching here going on. When I'm using my looper, I activate this, and then I get the signal back, but I can turn this off so I don't have the noise from the Voicelive guitar setup. I have a drummer, which is my little Beat Buddy here, and the Beat Buddy is amazing. And then the heart. This is all powered by the Cioks DC7, which is amazing. I have the power of Grayskull. No, I'm using a double cable, the Flex 8800 cable from them, to combine two channels to give me enough power for the TC Helicon, and then I also do the same on the other side for the HX Stomp, and I use the yellow and 2.5 millimeter barrel connector for that. Now all of my pedals are connected together with the Widi master, so they all have their own Widi master. I know this is silly to have all of the pedals next to each other and they're all just hooked up with the Bluetooth, but the best way to have everything communicate together through the iPad is with these guys. If I don't want to have a cable running from my iPad, and you're going like, well, but you have a cable right there. That's just power cable. Yes, and then finally the heart of the whole operation, which is the MC8 from Morningstar. In here I've got some Beat Buddy commands. I can, if I hold this button here, it will activate. Let me show you here. If I hold this button down here, it will activate my tuner. So I keep that over there, and I can go in and out of the tuner. Now I have an Onsong button here. What this one does is if I hit it short, do a short hit, it will do a random song. I'll show you. It'll just random songs. And if I hold the button, I want to keep the focus, and release, it'll bring me to this page here. Now this page is a this is where I can actually control. I have put notepads here with MIDI commands, and I can control. I can select different songs and patterns on my BeatBuddy by going through the folders and going through each setup. I can also use these buttons right over here to change the tempo, and these were supposed to be able to scroll around in the presets on my HX Stomp, but I haven't managed to get that to work properly yet. Still working on it. These are my two guitars down here. These are the guitars that I use. Usually I have an acoustic and then I have electric, and I go between them. In here I have a command that is a page down command, and if I'm the page down is for the Onsong. So if I'm if I'm playing a song and I need to scroll down on the screen, I press this short and it'll scroll down. If I went too far down, I'll hold the button and release, and that will scroll up again, so I can go back and forth. The HX Stomp has the snapshots on these three buttons here, so I have snapshot 1, snapshot 2, snapshot 3, so I can change between the snapshots. You see that right there in the corner, like that. Now I can push these two buttons here, and I'll go to the next page, and that'll give me BeatBuddy tempo on these two. That'll give me BeatBuddy song up and down on this one, and in and out of the folder. So if I hold the button down and release, I'll go into folders, and I can scroll up and down in different songs. Oh, we can see this. And when I'm happy with the folder, drum and bass, for example, I'll go in there and I can just scroll up and down. And that is done with only these two buttons here, by short pushes and long pushes. The HX scroll up and down, that's for the presets. So if I do down, I can go through my presets right there. That's pretty cool. And I'm not using these two here. I have an expression pedal fitted to this, and that's in the end here. It's a Roland EV5, and you can see that it changes the value right there. And I can use that for this guy or that guy. I'll just pick up the signal that I need. So that's how I hook everything together. Yeah. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask. I made these little patch cables here with a kit from Roland, really nice, and I built a little case that this is sitting on. Right now, this is sitting on a case that is way too big, but I'm gonna be making a better pedal board later on. This one has a hard shell that I built, and I can put all the cables and everything inside of it. The case is right over there, standing right over there. And it fits right in there and folds up neatly when I go to the next gig. So that's my setup. Yeah, I have my mic here, and everything pretty cool. So that was a little rundown of my rig. I hope you liked it. Please put any questions you have in the comments below, and I'll try to do my best to answer your questions or what I'm doing. This is taking me quite a while to set up and get it to work. So yeah, I imagine a lot of people are having the same problems as I. But once you get this all set up, it's really easy. And a good thing is, like, you can also set up within each song. When you load the song, it automatically sets up all the presets and the BeatBuddy and everything is ready. The Voicelive and everything is set to the right setup, and that's, you know, it speeds up the process of playing, and you're not all the time on the floor pushing buttons. So make a little, you know, effort on doing homework and get this to work before you get to your location to do gigs. Not that we're doing gigs right now, but you know, my whole year has gone into this just to prepare for the gigs when they finally start showing up. So I hope you enjoyed. Take it easy.